Hello, Tracy here. Welcome back to the channel again. So it is Sunday, and I did say in the last video that I was going to film today's video straight after the Sunday ephemera one. So as you know, I went to a book fair with Cameron, my daughter, and Sylvia, my neighbour. Picked up a few books for Sylvia, and these are the books that I found for myself. So this one is non-craft related. It's like a quiz book, which we sort of went through a couple of them, and I thought it would be really good for work for a team building day. So that's why I got that. I'm just moving it around. Another sort of not craft related, but is, so before I started on my journal making, I still do, I paint these on marine ply. That one there I painted on a marine ply, and it's like a big massive sheet. I can't even remember the size of it, and it's at my brother's place on his fence outside. What else is there in here? This little fella here, he's on a piece of marine ply and is framed by some old Totra battens from a farm. So yeah, I picked this up because I don't know where my original copy was, and I love all the images in here. So yeah, I have quite a few paintings scattered around Taranaki, that people that wanted them. A couple of them are at a place that's in the Rhododendron Festival that we have here in Taranaki. So I got that purely because I probably have got it, but I don't really know where it is at the moment. So moving on, found a couple really nice wildflower and another big flower, wilder flowers or something I think it was called, and I think I've got it. I gave that to Sylvia and I kept this one. So yeah, and I didn't really notice it at the time when I grabbed it. I just sort of had a quick flick through and thought, oh yeah, that's cool. I can fussy cut some of them or what have you. But it actually has images on both sides. So they might make really good envelopes. Yeah. But there is fussy, like you can fussy cut a lot of these. This is probably the first time they've actually had a real good look at it. Like that would be actually quite cool on the inside of an envelope. And then that on the outside. But there is like, that's really cool. I'd fussy cut that. Yeah, so that is quite neat. Wildflowers of Britain and Northern Europe. So that's cool. And then I grabbed this. Now this, I normally don't get books like this, but I thought it was really, really pretty, the images in it. And I thought they would make wonderful pages in a journal. Like I don't know, yeah, like that there to me is so pretty. It would go more in the journals that aren't using a kit. Yeah. So, I mean, look at that. That is so super cool. So there are endless possibilities with this. So I picked it up. It might just sit here for a while and then I'll remember it when I'm doing a journal, and it will fit in perfectly. But yeah, very unlike me. Like that's really cool. Really, really like it. Might have a rose journal in my horizon, but I just think it would suit a lot of journals that I make. Whether I do it or not, I just thought it was a really, really nice book. So there's that one, and then we have this one. Yeah, I've had something very similar to this. Love the images in it. I'll do a quick flip through. So that is pretty much this one. So I'd use some of the images, like I love that. That's definitely a tag. And that's really cool. So there are a few in there that I would use. I wouldn't say that I would rush out and get this, but it will be there if I need it, or I might give it away. Then we've got this one, Poems for All Seasons. I was after a particular poem book, and every poem had like a different heading at the top, and I didn't keep the cover, so I forgot what it was called. So I did look at the poem books to see if I could find it again. But this one did have really neat ones too. They're a little bit darker than the last one. So I primarily got this for those images, the black and white images. So we'll use that at some stage. I was quite disappointed I couldn't find what I really wanted, but that's okay. I mean, I've got stamps, so I should use my stamps. So I'll put that to the side. And then lastly, this little sweetie. It looks like it might have been part of a series, but I thought this was really cool. I liked the images in here. Like, that's super gorgeous. That not so much. Like, they're really cool, and it's not on shiny paper, so that makes a big difference. Like, that's really cool. Love these. So not a really huge book, but there is a lot there to fussy cut. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to decide what 23. Oh no, we got one. So I'll have to decide which one I like. Like, I would probably cut that and do that as a group, maybe. I don't know. That's really cool. Butterflies, birds. I think it fell open to this page. Really, really like the birds in that. Owl, hornbeam twig. Magpie, they're horrible things, magpies. They're very protective and they dive bomb you. Rabbit. Not sure I'd use a hedgehog. Not sure I'd use a stoat or a weasel either in the journal. Or a fox. Or a badger. So yeah, that's a sweet little book. So that basically, I was really good. They didn't have sort of books that I knew, I went with a purpose and I knew what I wanted. I sort of was looking for books that had these sort of covers on them, that or that. Yeah, I didn't find anything really as pretty as those. So yeah, pretty happy that I restrained myself. There's a couple here that, looking at them now, I probably wouldn't have bought, but hey, I mean, I think the whole lot cost me, plus I think I gave Sylvia two. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 books, I think cost me about $24 New Zealand. So that's not bad. And that is the end of that. I am now looking out to the pitch black. We have just had soup for tea, and for everyone that is asking me, I'm laughing at the comments. I did restrain myself. I did not go back and get that puppy. Yeah, so we did go back there, but luckily for me, yeah, it was gone. So, because I think my prank sort of backfired on me. I think if Mike had seen the puppy, it would have definitely be coming home. So I'd rather, Sylvia and Charlie, if you're listening, I'd rather you buy a puppy so I can be an auntie to it and look after it for you. So how's that? Right, for now, I am out of here, and I will try and get something for Wednesday done, maybe tomorrow. I need to work ahead a little bit just because I know that I'm not going to be able to come in here on Saturday and Sunday. Maybe Monday because it's King's birthday, but yeah, definitely not Saturday, Sunday. So until I catch up with you next time, hopefully in a couple days, bye for now.